In this video, I will try to help guide you through how to use this Excel sheet for extended producer responsibility. In this Excel sheet, I already have some products from a producer or supplier, and I will be using these, some of them at least, to help guide us through the process. So the first picture we're in is this product tab, and then this product associate, packaging unit, component to unit associate, and packaging component. If we go back to the product, we can copy these and then go in here in packaging unit, put them in here. For all of these products, they come in a cardboard box. So let's just say box of East, box of East, box of There will be the name of the packaging unit, which is a box of this product we have over here. So all of them are boxes. And they are also active. Now, because we used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here in the product reference identifier, we'll have to use 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 here. If you use the correct number, then this will always be green. If it's not green, then the reference identifier has been used somewhere else. Okay, now that we've made both the packaging unit and the product, we can go to the product associate and we can say these are the products and they need to be linked to these packaging unit identifiers. So now these products are used with connected to these packaging unit reference identifiers. And then we need to start making our components. As you can see, we're starting with 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And in this case, I'm going to make the components for the pizza tripod. So let's go here. The pizza tripod in itself is a packaging unit, and that's why it needs to be put here. It's what's called transport packaging because it's used during the transportation of a pizza. So that's why we have to put this in here. And so we already have the name, the element, that's in this case a divider protector. Here you'll have to choose what it's made with. I believe it's made with polypropylene, so that's what I'm choosing in this case. The value weight is 1.65 kilograms for 1,000 pieces. There is no foil or label coverage, no coating, no adhesive, no unit of measure. Additives, I don't know what the additives are for the tripod. If you know, if it's your product, then obviously you can put in what's used. I believe you only have to use the biggest additive if it makes sense. And of course, are the EU PIA compliant? Yes, no, or not applicable. The color, this is white as far as I know, and it's obviously opaque. That is almost it. Density value, I don't know what it is for this product, but let's just say it's 0.92 grams per cubic centimeter. If you're using recycled content in your product, obviously you need to put in how much and what type again. And this is for composite materials. As you can see, composite. And lastly, we just have to say that it is active. So that's it for the a pizza tripod. Now let's make one for the bags the pizza tripods are packaged in. Let's say it's 10 bags. They are bags. They are made with LDPE. And let's say they are 10 grams per bag, so that's 100 grams. With this bag, there is a foil, or rather a label on it. So 10 of these labels, let's say they weigh 2 grams per, that's not it, the coverage. Let's say it's 5% of the bag that's covered with label. Adhesive amount, or rather coating first. I believe it should be wax coating for these labels. The adhesive amounts, I don't know, let's say it's 5 grams in total for all 10 labels. Additives, I don't know. Again, if you know, put it in. If you don't, you obviously can't. And then we'll just have to go from there. EU PIA compliance. Okay, for EU PIA compliance, it's obviously very important that it is compliant when it's food contact material. So if your bag or your packaging is in contact or intended to be in contact with food, then it should be EU PIA compliant. If it's not, then it's not applicable in this case. I do believe that's pretty much it for this. Again, I don't know the density value of LDPE, but I believe it's somewhere around this neighborhood. And again, if you're using recycled content, then you'll need to put it in. And of course, we'll need some proof for the recycled content, especially if it's in food contact material. There are very strict rules for that. Okay, so now we have the 10 bags. Then we'll need the box for the 10 bags. And it's a box. And it's usually made with triple wall corrugated board, but it can also be double wall, or it can be something else entirely. You should know, so please put in the correct thing. Again, I don't know what it weighs, but let's just say it's 320 grams for the box. In this case, there is again a label on it, and I'm going to say 5% again, and it's wax coated. The adhesive amount in this case is, let's say it's 1 gram for one label. And again, it's not applicable. The adhesive here, if you know if it's water soluble or alkaline soluble, put it in. If you don't know, then put non-water soluble. Okay, so this adhesive is not for the label in this case apparently. So let's remove this for all of them. This is going to be for the box instead. So however much adhesive has been used to make the box a box, it will have to be put in here. So let's say that's 10 grams of adhesive that's been used. Then of course we'll need to make the labels. 10 labels for bags. And choose label. Type, that is paper in this case. If you're using plastic labels, then please choose the correct plastic. So that's that, and paper again here. Label. Let's say the 10 labels, they weigh 15 grams in total here and 3 grams in total here. There is no foil or label coverage in this case. I think maybe here we don't have to put this as well, the wax that is for this one, for the label itself. The adhesive amount, let's say it's 3 grams of adhesive, or let's say 4 grams of adhesive, and here it's 1 gram of adhesive. Again, if you know, please put in the correct amount. If you don't know, then don't put anything in. Additives, there probably are additives in the labels. If you know, put them in. If not, don't. And again, it's not applicable in this case, nor is it applicable in this case. Actually, yeah, not applicable. And again, non-water soluble, non-water soluble. Material thickness, I don't believe it matters for the paper or the plastic. So let's just leave that empty. The density value, I believe that's irrelevant for cardboard and the labels as well. So that's that for that. Label for box. Okay. I think that's enough for the collie of these pizza tripods. So next we'll have to make the pallet film that's used to wrap a pallet of these pizza tripods, and of course the pallet itself. And if there are any stabilizers like cardboard between layers, or those cardboard or plastic stiffeners you put on the corners to help stabilize during transport, then you'll need to make them as well. In this case, I would just say that we say east pallet film for pizza tripod 16. And we'll have to find the correct thing here. There was something down here, I believe. Stretch wrapped. I believe that is LDP as well. Maybe some of you know exactly what it's made of. I don't. And let's say that 150 grams of pallet film is used per pallet. In this case, there is no label applied to the pallet film, and again, not applicable. And over here, 0.92 grams per cubic centimeter. It's important that you know the correct values for the product you sell to us or use, because for some of them, the density will determine how much we have to pay for the waste handling. So please be sure that you put in the correct values for the density. And of course, active here as well. And then we'll make a Euro pallet. This is obviously something that's universal for everyone if you're using Euro pallets. If you're using special pallets, then please put them in. It's not difficult. Euro pallets are supposedly between 20 and 25 kilograms, so I'm just going with the average value. And then that's that for the components. And then you can go here to the component to unit associate. We have the packaging unit here of the tripod and another tripod here. So we can go here and say over here, 6. Then we're referring to this packaging unit with the number 6. Okay, so if we go back to the packaging components, we have from 11 to 15 for the specific units. So if we go 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 6, 6, 6, 6, then all of these components have been linked to this unit or this packaging unit from over here. Now, some of these packaging components can be used again. For instance, these can be used for the other packaging units of tripod. They are packaged in the same way, in the same boxes and all of that. So we can go in here and we can say 12, 13, 14, 15. And then we can go 8, 8, 8, and 8. So now all of these packaging components that we've made have been linked to their respective products. Now for the black pizza tripod, we would need to make another packaging component. So we can do that. 18. Just copy this and then say black. And then it's again a divider. And it's polypropylene. And it's 1.65 kilograms. There's no foil or anything. Now, the color in this tripod is, of course, black. It should also be EU PIA compliant, or yeah, it should be compliant. And this is important, especially for black. If it contains carbon black, then you need to put it contains carbon black. If not, and it's not see-through, then it's opaque. And of course, you need to choose whichever makes the most sense, which represents your product the most. And again, just over here, 0.92 grams per cubic centimeter. And active. Okay, and then we go back here and we say 18 and 8. And then now we have the association for two products as they're meant to be. I made the palette film for pizza tripod and the Euro palette because they are needed, but they are not to be associated with the products in this table. I will need to do something in the database where we upload all the information, and there I can associate everything how it's meant to be, which is also why you need to use the extra file where you put in how many of these special components you use, or rather how many boxes, how many collies are on a pallet, and how many dividers, no, not dividers, what do you call it, stabilizers, like the cardboard between the layers or those for the corners, how many of those you use per pallet. And then I will put all of this together in the database that we have available to us. I hope this can help you with your work and how you need to do it. If not, please contact me via mail.